Have you ever considered how to handle disrespect in public, especially when someone makes an unpleasant joke that leaves you feeling belittled or embarrassed? It's a challenging situation that many people encounter at some point in their lives. The real question is, how can you earn respect from those who seem to overlook the value of others? Navigating such interactions can be incredibly tricky, particularly in a world where some individuals habitually devalue those around them. Understanding how to respond effectively becomes crucial for maintaining your dignity and self-respect. Throughout this video, we will delve into several psychological strategies that will empower you to navigate these uncomfortable situations with confidence. Our goal is to equip you with tools that not only help you reclaim your dignity, but also ensure you command respect from those around you. We'll explore the dynamics of respect and disrespect, analyze the psychology behind these interactions, and provide practical tips you can implement in real-life scenarios. Stay tuned until the end, as we will share specific techniques for handling ridicule and maintaining your composure when faced with disrespect. Your ability to respond to such situations can significantly influence how others perceive you, and it is vital to approach these challenges with a thoughtful mindset. Understanding the nuances of social interactions is not only about self-defense, but also about self-improvement. By adopting a proactive stance toward respect and communication, you will not only enhance your own confidence, but also contribute to a more respectful environment around you. Whether you are in a professional setting, among friends, or with family, the skills we discuss today can be applied universally, ensuring that you can handle disrespect with grace and authority. As we delve deeper into the topic, reflect on your own experiences and consider how these strategies can be tailored to fit your unique situations. By the end of this video, you'll have a comprehensive toolkit to draw from whenever you find yourself confronted with disrespect, enabling you to maintain your dignity and assert your worth. Understanding the dynamics of disrespect. Let's begin by examining the reasons you might find yourself in these situations and why you often don't receive the respect you rightfully deserve. In many cases, the root of the issue is not hatred or contempt directed at you personally. Instead, it stems from the opportunism exhibited by certain individuals. These are the people who, in their quest for self-advancement, exploit others to bolster their own standing. This behavior is prevalent in both social circles and workplace environments, where some individuals view others merely as stepping stones for their advancement. It is essential to recognize this pattern and understand that it is often less about you and more about their insecurities and ambitions. People who seek to belittle others typically do so because they feel threatened or insecure in their own abilities or social standing. To safeguard yourself from becoming a target in this toxic dynamic, it is essential to establish a foundation of self-respect early on. Self-respect is not merely a feeling, it is a mindset that influences how you interact with others and how you allow others to treat you. By cultivating a strong sense of self-worth, you create an invisible barrier that can deter opportunistic behavior. But what does it truly mean to gain respect? It's not about forcing others to acknowledge you. Rather, it involves preventing them from taking advantage of you for their benefit. If necessary, you must be prepared to distance yourself from environments that fail to recognize your worth. This can be a difficult decision to make, especially if you have invested time and energy into relationships or organizations that do not reciprocate your respect. However, it is crucial to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. To do this effectively, you must cultivate a keen awareness of your surroundings and the people within them. Pay attention to how individuals treat you and others. Notice patterns of behavior that indicate disrespect or a lack of appreciation. When you encounter situations where your value is not recognized, it is essential to address them directly. Engaging in open conversations about respect can be uncomfortable, but it is often necessary. By expressing your feelings and establishing clear boundaries, you signal to others that you expect to be treated with dignity. This proactive approach can help shift the dynamics of your interactions and encourage a more respectful environment. Furthermore, surrounding yourself with individuals who appreciate and respect you is vital. Seek out relationships that uplift you and contribute positively to your life. These connections will not only bolster your self-esteem, but also reinforce the importance of mutual respect in all interactions. In summary, gaining respect requires both an understanding of the dynamics at play and a commitment to asserting your worth. By fostering self-respect and engaging in open communication, you can navigate disrespectful situations with confidence and poise. First impressions matter. The importance of first impressions cannot be overstated. When meeting someone, always stand up to shake hands. This simple act demonstrates confidence and establishes a sense of equality. Remaining seated while greeting someone can inadvertently create a perception of submission, as the other person may view you from a position of dominance. First impressions are not only about physical posture, they also encompass non-verbal cues such as body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Therefore, it's essential to be mindful of how you present yourself when interacting with others. When you stand to greet someone, it shows that you respect their presence and view them as an equal. Additionally, it's crucial to maintain eye contact during introductions. A common mistake is to glance at the other person's hand while shaking hands. This inadvertently tilts your head downward, reinforcing that sense of submission. Instead, ensure that you engage with the other person by looking them in the eye as you greet them. This practice sets the tone for a respectful interaction right from the start. Moreover, your demeanor should convey openness and friendliness. A warm smile can significantly enhance the impression you make on others, making them feel welcomed and respected in your presence. This positive energy can create a foundation for a more respectful interaction throughout the conversation. The way you present yourself in social situations also reflects your self-perception. If you enter a room with confidence and poise, you are more likely to be treated with respect. Conversely, if you appear hesitant or insecure, others may unconsciously pick up on those signals and respond accordingly. Remember, first impressions can set the tone for your future interactions with individuals. If you establish yourself as someone who commands respect from the outset, it becomes easier to maintain that respect in subsequent conversations. This is especially important in professional settings, where first impressions can impact your career trajectory and relationships with colleagues. Furthermore, the context of the meeting also matters. In more formal settings, such as job interviews or networking events, dressing appropriately can enhance your credibility and convey that you take the interaction seriously. Your attire should reflect the environment and the level of professionalism expected, further reinforcing the message that you value the occasion and those you are meeting. In conclusion, making a strong first impression is essential in gaining respect. By standing up, maintaining eye contact, and presenting yourself with confidence, you lay the groundwork for respectful interactions. Your demeanor not only influences how others perceive you, but also impacts your own self-image and confidence. Addressing interruptions with authority. When someone interrupts you during a conversation, respond with a firm and determined look. This subtle gesture communicates that their interruption was inappropriate. Following this, you can politely assert yourself by asking to continue the conversation with phrases like, "Can I continue?" or "May I pick up where I left off?" Interruptions can be particularly frustrating, as they undermine your authority and convey a lack of respect for your thoughts and contributions. It's crucial to address this behavior promptly to reinforce your right to speak without being cut off. Using a firm look can often suffice in sending a clear message that you will not tolerate such behavior. This non-verbal cue can be a powerful tool in your arsenal, as it signals disapproval without escalating the situation unnecessarily. You want the other person to recognize their mistake without feeling threatened or defensive. After establishing this boundary, it's important to remain calm and composed as you reassert your right to speak. This is where the choice of words becomes essential. By using polite language, you communicate your authority while maintaining a respectful demeanor. This balance is crucial as it reinforces that you are confident in your position without being confrontational. Moreover, interruptions can occur in various settings, whether in casual conversations among friends, professional meetings, or public speaking scenarios. Adapting your response based on the context is essential. In more formal settings, a measured approach can prevent escalation and foster a respectful environment. Another strategy is to acknowledge the interruption briefly before redirecting the conversation back to your original point. For example, you might say, "I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'd like to finish my thought." This response acknowledges the other person's input while asserting your right to speak. Additionally, consider the broader implications of interruptions. They often reflect deeper issues related to power dynamics and respect. By addressing these moments head-on, you not only reinforce your authority, but also contribute to a culture of mutual respect and open communication. In conclusion, effectively addressing interruptions requires a blend of non-verbal cues, assertive language, and contextual awareness. By responding with authority and poise, you can reclaim your voice and foster a more respectful dialogue. Dealing with humiliation in a group. If someone tries to humiliate you with a joke in a group setting, adopt a strategic approach. First, refrain from reacting immediately. Instead, pretend you didn't hear or understand the joke. Then, calmly address the person who made the joke and ask them to repeat it, saying something like, "Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Could you repeat that?" Humiliation often relies on the immediate emotional reaction it provokes. By delaying your response, you rob the individual of the satisfaction that comes from eliciting a reaction from you. This pause not only helps you regain your composure, but also shifts the power dynamic in the conversation. Asking the individual to repeat the joke serves a dual purpose. It puts them in an awkward position, as they must repeat something intended to belittle you in front of others. This can often deflate their initial attempt at humor, as the audience may perceive the joke differently when it's repeated without the initial emotional charge. This technique works particularly well in group settings, where the social dynamics can amplify the impact of ridicule. By addressing the comment directly, you shift the focus away from yourself and place it back on the individual who attempted to humiliate you. Furthermore, consider the broader implications of this strategy. Responding with calmness and strategic thinking not only helps you regain control of the situation, but also sets a precedent for how you expect to be treated. This can have a ripple effect, influencing how others behave toward you and one another in the future. Moreover, this technique encourages a culture of accountability in social interactions. When individuals recognize that their words can have repercussions, they may think twice before making inappropriate jokes or comments. By standing up for yourself in these situations, you contribute to a more respectful environment for everyone involved. In summary, dealing with humiliation in a group setting requires a blend of composure, strategic thinking, and assertiveness. By pretending not to hear the joke and asking for clarification, you not only protect yourself from further humiliation, but also shift the power dynamic in your favor, responding to provocation with curiosity. When someone tries to provoke you, a very effective psychological technique is to ask an unrelated question or make a comment that seems completely out of context. For example, you might say, "Do you know a good place to get coffee nearby?" Or, "I think I wore too much perfume today." The key is to make your question sound natural, so the other person doesn't suspect you are deliberately trying to disrupt their provocation. This technique works because it disrupts the expected flow of the conversation. Provocation often relies on a specific response from you, usually one filled with emotion or defensiveness. By introducing an unrelated question, you deflect their attempt to provoke and shift the focus away from the conflict. Moreover, this approach can create a sense of confusion for the provocateur. They may not know how to respond to your sudden change in topic, which can undermine their initial goal of upsetting you. As a result, you regain control of the interaction and dictate the terms of the conversation. The effectiveness of this strategy lies in its ability to disarm negativity. By responding with curiosity or lightheartedness, you signal that you are not interested in engaging with their attempts to provoke. This shift not only protects your emotional well-being, but also reinforces your position as someone who will not be easily rattled. In addition, this technique encourages others to be more mindful of their words and actions. When faced with unexpected responses, individuals may reconsider their behavior and think twice before attempting to provoke others in the future. This contributes to a culture of respect and accountability, fostering healthier interactions overall. Furthermore, it's essential to maintain a positive demeanor when using this technique. Your tone should be friendly and inquisitive rather than sarcastic or defensive. This approach not only reinforces your emotional stability, but also encourages more positive interactions in the long run. In conclusion, responding to provocation with curiosity is an effective technique for maintaining composure and redirecting the conversation. By asking unrelated questions, you can disrupt negative dynamics and reinforce your position as someone who values respect and constructive dialogue. Knowing when to walk away. As we discussed at the outset, while respect is not something that can be demanded, you are not obligated to tolerate disrespect. If you find that someone consistently fails to respect you, it may be time to walk away from the situation. Leaving doesn't signify defeat. Rather, it demonstrates that you value yourself enough to seek environments where you are appreciated. Knowing when to walk away is a critical skill in maintaining your self-respect and emotional well-being. It can be challenging to recognize when a situation has become toxic or when individuals fail to value your contributions. However, prioritizing your mental health is essential for long-term success and happiness. Walking away can be a powerful statement. It conveys that you prefer to be a valued absence rather than a devalued presence. This shift in mindset allows you to recognize your worth and seek out relationships and environments that uplift you rather than diminish you. Additionally, walking away can also serve as a protective mechanism. Remaining in a toxic situation can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and diminished self-esteem. By choosing to distance yourself from individuals or environments that consistently undermine your value, you create space for healthier interactions and opportunities. It's essential to remember that walking away doesn't have to be an abrupt or confrontational act. It can be a gradual process of disengagement where you prioritize your well-being and limit your interactions with those who fail to respect you. This can involve setting boundaries, reducing contact, or even leaving a particular group or environment entirely. In some cases, walking away may involve having a candid conversation with the individuals involved. Expressing your feelings and explaining your decision to distance yourself can provide closure and clarity for both parties. However, this step is not always necessary. Sometimes, simply choosing to disengage is enough. Furthermore, walking away can also be a sign of strength. It takes courage to acknowledge when a situation is not serving you and to take the necessary steps to protect your well-being. By prioritizing self-respect, you empower yourself to seek out relationships and environments that align with your values and aspirations. In summary, knowing when to walk away is a crucial aspect of maintaining respect and self-worth. By recognizing toxic dynamics and prioritizing your well-being, you can foster healthier interactions and create a more positive environment for yourself. We've covered several techniques for handling disrespect and gaining the respect you deserve. The key takeaways from today's discussion include the importance of making a strong first impression, addressing interruptions with authority, dealing with humiliation in group settings, responding to provocation with curiosity, and knowing when to walk away. Have you ever experienced one of these situations? How did you respond? We invite you to share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights may help others navigate similar challenges. Engaging in a community discussion can foster shared learning and support, helping everyone involved to develop their skills and resilience. By implementing the strategies we discussed today, you can enhance your ability to navigate disrespectful situations and assert your self-worth effectively. Remember, respect is not something that can be demanded. It is something that you cultivate through your actions and mindset. Until we meet again, may your nights be peaceful and your days be full of purpose. Stay stoic,